Yo, all right, we live. All right, check this out. I was literally in the process. All right. I was beginning the process to make the Black Cat 4 video, right? Typically, whenever I make a video, I uh I just go like right off the dome, right? But then I do have to prepare whenever I do make a video. Anyway, the whole point of the moral of the story was I'm not ready to make this Black Cat video because I want to pull out some other shoes to do a comparison to. And because I changed up my display, all of the shoes are inside of boxes. So I was having a hard time trying to find the shoes that I want, whatever. So I figured, you know what? I turn the camera on, I kick it with y'all for a little bit. So I won't be on too long. So I'm gonna take some shoes out of the boxes just so I can find them so I can make my Black Cat video. So I'm still gonna make my video, but I'm not gonna do it right now because I need to unbox some of this stuff, and that's just gonna take some time all by itself. So that's the purpose of this stream. Let me throw on some music. Let me do what I do. What are y'all doing? What are you doing on this Saturday night? Let me start with some musics. I'll tell you what I really should do. I should mute my mic so I can put on some regular music and I don't get copywritten and flagged. That's what I really should do. I actually just might do that. So, but then, you know what? Y'all get to see the little visual. Like, this is kind of like a behind the scenes of like content creation, right? So I've done stuff like this before where I've actually had people on live and then I'll set my camera up and actually like make a video, you know what I mean? Do like a review while people are watching behind the scenes. I'm like making content. I'm not going to do that right now. This is really just taking sneakers out of boxes. So, I kind of wish I can give you a wider view. I do have my kick cam set up, which is right here. Let me raise this table up a little bit. The seats are ready so I can get it. Alright. I think that looks. I just raised it up a little bit. At least y'all can see. Just give you a little visual. So all I'm going to be doing is just taking shoes out of the boxes and just putting them up on the display case. And then I'm going to stop the live stream and then I'm going to make my Black Cat video. But since y'all are tapped in, I'm kind of going to give y'all a little sneak peek of what the video is going to be. I don't really think there's too much to talk about with the Black Cats as far as like doing a review on, right? And keep in mind, like, I don't script any of my content. Like, I freestyle. I literally freestyle like all of my stuff. Which is the reason why if you watch my videos, I'll be making like mad mistakes. And I can edit them out because I know how to edit. I kind of like to be like authentic, so I like to leave like my mistakes. So when I stutter or when I say the wrong thing or whatever, I can easily edit it out and reshoot it or whatever the case is. I choose not to do that just to kind of show like, you know, to keep it like organic. That's just my thing, whatever the case is. What up? What's good? So here goes my review. Air Jordan 4 Black Cat. Everything is black except for the bottom, the end. That's it. It's my review. You know what the Jordan 4 is, right? That's it. That's my review. It's a black on black on black on black on black shoe, right? On black on black on black, and then boom, we got white. Well, there goes my review. It's a Black Cat, right? I mean, you can clearly see it. There's no need for me to really do a review on this Black Cat and be like, well, if you take a look at the interior, you see how we got a black sock liner? Do you see we got a black ankle collar? Do you see we got black eyelets? Do you see we have a black toe cap, a black toe box, a black outsole, a black Nike Air, a black nubuck? I mean, black lace? I mean, all right, we get it. It's a black on black on black on black on black on black on black with a white Nike on the bottom. So that's it. That's the end of the review. You know what I mean? It's there. Sam Ray in the bill. What up, Sam Ray? Right? So I wanted to do my review a little bit different than just review the Black Cat because, you know, like I said, I don't really think there's really too much to talk about with the silhouette itself. Of course, you know, we can talk about materials and, you know, like if I have any glue stains, which I think will be, you know, some other content regarding it. So anyway, my whole point is, like I said, I'll tip y'all off because y'all are the early birds, but you might not hear it too much with this mic, but I have a wireless mic. When I shoot my content, I have a wireless mic which picks up like literally everything. This mic is a directional mic, so the moment I don't speak directly into the mic, it doesn't pick everything up like at all. It's a directional mic, right? So anyway, let me see. Stealth mode engaged, gray joggers, red pants with black cat 4s are sharp. Camo cargo pants, yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. You know what? When it comes to solid colors, and obviously not every color, but we talk about black, white, and gray, which is a very neutral color, gray. You can put it. I think it'd be difficult to mess up a fit when you have an all black shoe, because anything is really gonna go with it. Shout out to Sam Ray though. Shout out to everybody who's tapped in. So let me tell y'all, I'm gonna tip y'all off on what my video is gonna be about, and then I'm gonna get up off the camera. Well, I'll be on camera, and I'm gonna show. I'm just gonna be taking shoes out of the boxes, still just putting them right back on a display here. But I need other shoes for my review, and as I was sitting here alone, I was kind of like, man, I'm having a hard time finding shoes. But let me tell y'all what I want to do. I'm gonna stop the music. Let me see. Let me go here real quick. Sam Ray, what you got planned tonight, bro? What's good? All right. What's my example? Let me give you the example. This is my plan for my Black Cat video. This is my plan. Since everyone is talking about the squeak, right? Since the squeak is the issue. Dropping water bottles all over the place. All right, so we got the squeak. Cool, you've heard it. The complaint is the squeak, right? So my video is going to be talking about, of course, you can loose lace the kick, right? That's how you get rid of the squeak. But I've also seen videos of people saying how Nike has done just such a poor job. Like with this shoe right here, they're saying Nike has done a poor job using poor materials, and how they're just fed up with them using such poor materials on a shoe. And my video is going to be focused more along the lines of, it's not necessarily poor materials, albeit I am not a materials expert, but I've put a lot of shoes on foot. So with that being said, I have pulled these out for the sake of a live that I was on the other day. Actually, I really like this shoe. Slept on kick. This Air Jordan 4 oxidized green. Really nice materials on it. We got a nice soft tumbled leather, what have you. This sneaker did nothing. As far as it made no noise, right? Like people weren't talking about this. Of course, we got a Jumpman on the back there. But we have that same type of like this rubberized. You see how glossy and shiny that is. And to no one's surprise, it's not because it's cheap materials. It's just I'm sure you can hear that, but it's just this rubbing up against Nubuck, and it's giving us that the squeak, right? All right, cool. But when we rub this same thing against leather, and this is the reason why I'm doing this live stream, because I don't have my shoes out, because I just get up and walk over to the display. But when we rub it up against leather, we're not getting the squeak. So I don't think this is like Nike did such a poor job, material wise. This is just more like along the lines of, hey, when these two materials make contact with each other, they make a noise. That's what it's really coming down to. That doesn't mean that they did a poor job with it. It just means that, this is the sound that these materials make when they make contact with each other, right? I mean, like, let me put it this way. Let me put it this way. For my car people, right? Have you ever been? Have you ever had a good a good car tire? And let's say you pull up into like a concrete like parking garage or like a concrete structure, and you don't even have to be driving fast, right? Or whatever. Let's say you're in a parking lot and it's concrete, not gravel. But my whole point is, you make a turn, and when you make a turn and you're driving and you got like fresh, like good tires, the tires kind of screech a little bit, and you're not even speeding because a lot of times you associate with like screeching tires with going fast, like people pulling off fast. But y'all been driving like 5 miles an hour, and even when you turn the wheel, you hear like that. That's the sound you hear when you have fresh, good tires turning on concrete. You hear like that, like that screeching sound. You can tell there's a lot of traction there, right? You have good traction. And same thing if you're driving and you make that turn, your car, your tires might even screech, even though you're not even driving fast. As you're moving, right? I'm gonna use that. I literally just made that up, but I think that's a pretty good analogy of that. Don't mean that your tires are bad. That don't mean that the parking garage or the structure isn't engineered or built correctly. That really just means the fact that you're taking these materials and making contact and it's friction. You're just getting a sound. I don't know if what I'm saying is really making sense to everybody, but to me, it's kind of as clear as day. That's that's how I look at it. All right, let me see what Samurai got here. He said, then with a North Face puffer jacket. Yeah, no, you can't go wrong with a North Face with Black Cat 4s. Now, if Timberland did a collab with the Jordan 4s, yo, speaking of, I was in, where did I go? Foot Locker? Was it Foot Locker? I was in Foot Locker today, and they have like these Timberland exclusive. I didn't know how I felt. I ain't gonna lie. I don't really know how I felt about them. They had like these patent leather Timberlands. They had kind of like a butter pair, like a tan pair, and then they had a black pair. And the Timberland tab was like iridescent, so it was almost like a multicolored kind of looking Timberland tab. And they have a Timberland, um, like a, you know how the Timberland tree is normally stamped into the side of the boot. This one they had like, I don't know, like a Timberland emblem that's on there. Let me get this camera back. But I wasn't really sure how I felt about it. I looked at them and I was like, I don't know how I feel about this patent leather Timberland boot. I was just really undecided on it. You know, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it yet. I don't know, because the entire boot was patent leather, which isn't a bad thing. It's not like I want it to look like a Jordan 11 or anything, but I don't know. I don't know how I felt about it. But anyway, um, I'm still gonna make my Black Cat video. I'm just not gonna sit there and talk about this shoe for 5, 6, 7, 8 minutes, trying to tell y'all, trying to show y'all, hey, this is black, that's black, this is black, that's black, this is black, that's black. Thanks for watching. And it's like, yeah, obviously it's a black cat, right? So I definitely want to be able to I'm just now seeing this too. Like right here in the air unit. This is why for anyone who don't be having like air. I just clean out that little. I use this stuff a lot, literally a lot. All right, let me get the music back on, man. Shout out to everybody who's tapped in, man. I am still on the road to monetization, which is one of the reasons why, man, I just really try to go live as much as possible. So simply just by the fact of y'all just literally just watching, it's giving me watch time hours, which is what I need to be fully monetized. Look, I appreciate you. If you want to tap the like button, tap the like button. If you want to subscribe, subscribe. No pressure. Just the mere fact that you're here kicking it with me means the world. So I'm gonna throw some music back on, man. Y'all just sit back and just kick it. Let me get some work done. I'm not gonna stay in this live too long, but I'm gonna get a lot of these shoes out of the display here, so I can make my Black Cat video. I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving yet. I ain't leaving. I ain't leaving right now. I'm a live stream me taking these kicks out. So I ain't leaving. God Soul in the build, King Midas in the build. What up? What's good with you? What's good with you? What's good, family? Yeah, I'm not leaving. I'm gonna throw a little music on. One thing about me, where's my speaker at? One thing about me is I'm not lazy, so I like to work. I work a lot, and I could do anything. I could drive anywhere. You give me some beats. So I'm gonna mute my mic. I'm gonna throw some music on, whatever, and y'all just kick it with me. Y'all just kick it with me. I'm taking some shoes out of the boxes here. For everybody who just recently tapped in, if you're if you just recently just jumped in, I'm gonna make my Black Cat 4 video. I'm just gonna make a different style. I'm gonna do something different because I don't really think there's too much to say about the all black shoe. I don't want to talk 8 minutes about this is black and that's black and this is black and this is black and this is white. I mean, that's the only thing that's not black on the shoe. I think it'll be a very quick review. So I'm gonna give you some content, right? I'm just gonna give you some content. What to say? Any probably non-Jordan Nike pairs. Oh, I mean, I do have some Timberlands, and that's pretty much it. I'm a big Nike guy. You know what I mean? I've had some people kind of ask me that in the past. It's like, you need to branch out and blah blah blah. Which I'll be honest with you, I really don't have a problem branching out. I just wear what's comfortable and what I like. I don't want to lie, because I am a content creator. Sometimes I do buy things that's good for the hype, especially if I can get it for retail, and then I'll end up selling the shoe anyway. I mean, if I don't like it, I'm really not gonna keep it. If I don't really have anything in my collection now that I don't honestly like, but I would go for a shoe, and then I'll use it for trade bait. You know what I mean? If it's a popular kick or a shoe that has a high resale, and then I'll just sell it or trade bait it or whatever the case is, so I can trade it for something. But I like, just as an example, I went for the Jellyfishers, right? I didn't hit on it. I ain't gonna lie to you, I don't like the shoe. I personally don't like the way the Jellyfishers look. However, I do think it was the packaging is cool, and I know people love the shoe, but it's not a shoe that I mentioned. But I tried. I didn't hit it, but hopefully that answers your question. All right, thanks for tapping in. Yo, just sit back and just chill, man. I'm about to get to work. Communicate with each other in the chat section too. You see, another thing about me is I talk a lot. And because I talk a lot, the more I sit here and talk, the less work I'm going to get doing. Because I be running my mouth. Yo, man, shout out to everybody who's tapped in, man. I'm not ignoring y'all. I'm just getting some work done. For everybody who's here, Rob T, what up? I see you. I see you. He said, what up, Mr. Thing? I hope you're doing well. How long you been on? It's only been about 26 minutes, man. Thanks for tapping in. Just to kind of give you a little update. I was just about to make my Black Cat video, and I'm gonna pull out some other shoes to do this comparison. And I've noticed, like, no lie, you would think that we can identify every shoe just by looking at the box. Man, I was trying to find some shoes because I recently, well, I put all of my shoes back in the boxes that's on the display, so everything's back inside of the box. And I'm over here like, all right, where are the Air Jordan 4 Rare Airs? And I know it's a face on the box, but I don't know. I'm literally staring at boxes trying to find certain shoes, and I'm like, all right, let me pull them back out. So I decided to go live real quick to put everything back on the display. Then I'm gonna get off the live so I can make my Black Cat video. So thanks for tapping in. Y'all know I'm still on the road to monetization. So, like, truth be told, I go live whenever I can. You know what I mean? This is kind of like easy content. So I'm not ignoring y'all. You know, I'm here just doing some work in the background or whatever. But thanks for tapping in. Appreciate you. Rebuildable Ryan, what's good? In the build. Said I just got back from the mall. Nike Tech fleece was 25% off. I got 3 sets. I can't pass that price, yo. I ain't taking the build as well. Yeah, I went up to the mall, man. I went to the mall earlier. I wanted to hit the streets and kind of see what the deal is with these Black Cats. See if they're sitting. Only youth pairs and grade schools. That's it. That's it. Men's size is just cooked. Boom, done. And I went to my little secret spot. I went to the spot where a lot of people kind of. It's an upscale spot. It's an upscale spot. I even took some video footage of it. And people really don't be buying Nikes like that over there. So kicks be sitting. Nope. Not this time. Not this time. Do I think they'll restock? I you know, there's a saying that Sniper Kick says, and he says Nike never sells out. And there's a part of me that kind of agree with that, right? Like, we know about the brick by bricks that had gotten stolen and recovered or whatever. But even then, like, I do believe that. I don't think Nike really sells out, right? My bad, I had some music playing in the background, and I'm like, I don't want to get copywritten. So restock, I don't think any shoe is safe. So I think they can restock any. The answer is yes. The answer is yes. Now, the best time to do it, honestly, will be the sooner than later. I think is best, because the moment we it is a Black Cat 4, and I guess it's a popular shoe, but the moment we breach 2026, there we got a whole new line of, not necessarily new, but you know what I'm trying to say, retros included, whatever, but they got more shoes they want to introduce. So it'd be best if they do it sooner than later, if that makes any sense. That's my opinion on it. The Jay Elevate in the bill. What up, Jay? What's good with you, fam? Let's see. GS fully sold out at all of my stores for BC. Yeah, look. The shoe moved. You know what I mean? Like straight up, the shoe moved. The shoe definitely moved. And Sig, I agree. Nike can make more pairs if they know they can sell, especially for Christmas. Absolutely. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's not like there's any type of limitations on it to where it's like, oh, we can't make any more. We're sold out. So good luck. Yeah, they can do what they want. There's no doubt about it. I got my guy Jay Elevate in the build. What's good, Jay? Just a quick little heads up. I was downstairs. I'm in the space, and I freestyle like all of my content, right? But I still got to prepare. You know, even though I'm going off at the top of the dome, I like to know what I'm talking about as far as like my comparisons and stuff like that. Anyway, to make a long story short, you would naturally think that we can just look at any box and be like, yeah, I know what those are. You can just look at a box. And I was trying to find Jordan 4s, and I'm staring at all of these boxes because I normally have it out. Oh, hold on a second. I'm over here talking to Jay, and I got my guy tapped Izin. What up, Jay?
For shizzin, my boy.
Ooh, he tapped Izin for shizzin.
You did?
So, Jay, you would think you can look at all of your shoe boxes and you know exactly what's inside of them. Fam, I'm over here looking at these boxes and I'm like, man, what's in there? What is that? And it's not like I don't know my boxes, but I don't know my boxes when I'm really trying to find something. I'm over here like drifting off into the. I was like, all right, let me take the shoes back out because I'm about to make my black cat video.
Ooh.
But I'm not gonna make the video live. I'm not gonna make the video live because let me tell you what my plan was, because I already tipped off everybody who's been here early, right? We know. Let me get the other one. Oh, I guess it don't matter for the sake of the example. There's been videos out that I've seen of people saying that Nike needs to do better, that they've given us poor quality and poor product, you know what I mean? And you know, because of the squeak that's happening here. And my video is going to go more along the lines of, this isn't necessarily poor product or poor materials. It's more of two materials that's making contact or friction with each other that's giving us that noise. An example that I gave while on this live, and I totally just made this up. Have you ever been driving like inside of a parking garage, right? Where they have like concrete floors, and if you have good tires on your car or SUV, truck, whatever you're driving, even if you were not even moving, when you turn the wheel, you hear like the rubber making. Yes. That don't mean that you got bald tires or bad tires. That don't mean that the parking garage, the concrete, you know, it was a poor mix or bad mix or whatever. It's called friction, right? Rubber on concrete is gonna make that sound. Now let's take it a step further. You ever been driving inside of a garage? You're not even speeding, because we associate the screeching of tires to be associated with speed, right? You peeled off. You ever been doing like 5 miles an hour in a parking structure and you make a turn and your tires?
Yep.
Once again, that don't mean that your tires are bald. That don't mean that the concrete is bad or none of that stuff. It's just friction, and this. Truth be told, you have very good contact, right? This is where they say where the rubber meets the road. But I'm using that as an example. I'm not necessarily gonna put that rubber example into the my content, but I'm just using it as an example. Just because noise is being made doesn't mean that it's crappy product. That's kind of the point that I'm really trying to get out there. Now, Jay, I'm not a materials expert. Truth be told, I don't know. Like, this could be, it could be crappy product, right? Okay. I honestly don't know. I'm not a materials expert. However, if we take a look at these oxidized greens, right, and we know it has like that same shiny type of covering on that flap there, just like how this does. Watch. I'm gonna take the tab right here and I'm gonna make contact with this suede. Now, if I made contact, which is the reason why I'm pulling my kicks out of the box, if I made contact with leather, it doesn't make the same sound. But let me try to find one.
The gas station salute, man. I appreciate you, man. Peace to everybody out there, man. Peace and blessings, man, to everybody out there. Salute.
What's good? What's good with everybody who's that?
Yeah.
Plenty in the build. What up, Plan?
Yes, sir.
Plenty hard in the build. I don't know how much time you got, Jay. Because I see you not streaming. So if you want to throw it on, man, by all means, my brother.
My brother, the brother, you my brother.
So anyway, that's kind of like a little behind the scenes of what I wanted to do in my video. You know what I mean? The gas station in the build. What up?
So, bro, I'm gonna say it like this, man. I'm not gonna say it's bad materials. I'm just gonna say, in my opinion, it's just, I think maybe if they would have gotten rid of the shiny plastic portion and then maybe made it more of a flat or a matte color, maybe that would alleviate the squeaking. But I want to say this, chat. I put my Black Cat 4s on during my video, and when I put them on, yes, I put music on overlay, but there was no squeaking when you loosen up the laces. Because let's be honest, none of y'all gonna sit here and, like, you know what I'm saying, stop your blood flow with your feet, man, with them shoelaces being tied super tight how they gave us. Let's just be honest, bro. You know what I'm saying? Let's be honest. You know what I'm saying? Like, your toes looking
Nah.
like they
Hey,
frostbite
yo,
because you ain't got no blood flow. Like, you're not gonna wear them things like that. Let's just keep it a bean.
hard facts.
You know what I mean? So don't let this little bitty minor flaw, if you want to call it that, deter you, because I promise you, you won't be out here doing that. Now, if you have the bronze medals over 5, the bronze medal 5s like I do, now when you walk that kick squeaks because of the type of material they used on that bronze medal 5. This Black Cat, you will be okay, man. You'll be okay. And Mr. Think, I cannot wait to see your video. And shout out to my brother Jay, man. He said, I'm gone. Y'all talking about Black Cats, laughing my you know what off.
Yo, Plenty said 10 squeak worse than them 4s ever have. LOL. Sig is asking, could you use some mink oil on the suede to minimize the noise? And Jay, if you want to answer that, have at it. Sig, it's just the materials. All right, so you heard. All right, watch this. Jay posed a good point. All right, so here goes the red Air Force, right? Jay Race. I know I don't have the best lighting right now, but you see how matte. You see how that's a matte black, right? Here you go. What do you hear?
Nothing really. I mean, you hear something, but it's nothing you can really, like. It'll annoy you. You're not even gonna hear it.
Correct. Now I take that same, right? This isn't matte. What do we hear? So once again, that don't mean that the materials like all right. I said this. I'm not a materials expert. That's number one. I ain't gonna sit here and tell you I know the most about everything, right? Material wise. But we've put a lot of shoes in our foot. So for everybody who's new, who's tapped in, just real quick, what I've said was, have you ever been inside of a parking garage where you got some nice tires on your car, right? And you're on concrete. You could be sitting still, not even driving yet, and just turn the wheel and you hear that squeak. This is where the rubber meets the road, right? This is why you got a lot of friction. You have traction. You're gonna hear this squeak. That don't mean that your tires are bad. That don't mean that it's a poor mix of the concrete. That's not what it means. It means that you got two materials coming together or multiple materials coming together and it's making a sound. That's all it is, right? Now, I'm just using that as an example. I don't necessarily think it's poor materials or cheap materials or, hey, Nike took a shortcut, whatever. It could have been a poor decision on putting these two materials together. Do you see what I'm saying? But that don't necessarily mean that the materials itself is bad. But obviously there's a sound that is coming from it. And to Jay's point, you can, for people that were saying that it was only in the caging, you see this right here while I'm squeezing that? It's not. It has nothing to do with the caging. That it's not caging that I mean, because most people have been squeezing it together like this. I'm squeezing it right here now, and that's not caging. Mm-hmm. That's just this shiny flap right here making contact with this nubuck, and it's noisy. It is what it is.
Yep.
That's all that is. We take the matte black, rub it up against there, and this is what we got.
Mm-hmm.
So in my video that I'm gonna make, right, I just wanna have a couple of different Jordan 4s. Maybe I'll pull out like military blues. Maybe I'll pull out the SB pine greens or something like that. I'll pull out the brick by bricks. I'll even pull out the undefeated 4s. And all I'm gonna do is just literally just release that strap and just kind of see which ones make noise and which ones don't. And I think we already know the answer to it. But that's what my videos is primarily going to be about.
Yeah. Hey, Sig, to answer your question, no, brother, the mink oil will not assist with that matter, but that mink oil is something that you guys, I'm telling you right now, man, at some point, listen, yes, I'm telling y'all, ride with me on the Rejuvenator mink oil, 10% off of all of your purchases, J_Elevate. But at the end of the day, you rocking these black cats, you're gonna need mink oil, because I'm telling you, your kicks will look dusty. And the only way you guys are gonna absolutely bring that sheen back, bring that sex appeal back to this stealth silhouette that the community wants, you're gonna have to use that horse hairbrush and use that mink oil to restore your kick. I'm just being a being with you. Just being a being with you. I look at my Black Cat 4s, and I'm telling you, the shape is throwing me off. I'm just gonna be honest with you. The shape throws me off, bro. Chat, let me know, am I tripping? But it's thrown off a little bit.
They should call these the black limos because of the shape. The black limousines. The stretch limo.
Man, it's throwing me off.
The prom nights.
The prom nights, I like that way.
The prom nights. Hey yo, when I was talking about the tires and the concrete, Plenty was like, nope, that means you need an inner tie rod, ball joint loose. He said you got a suspension issue if your car making all that noise. Oh, I love it. I love it, man. Shout out to everybody who's tapped in, man. Shout out to everybody who's tapped in.
Yeah, man, I want to show you some love, man. I was like, man, let me hop on and show my brother some love, man. You know, Sheen.
Nope, I appreciate you. What you got planned for the rest of the night? You kicking it with the family?
Honestly, bro, yeah, man.
Nice.
I was supposed to be watching Power, and then I jumped on my phone, and I'm just like constantly like just looking at stuff and looking through stuff and cracking up laughing, man. So I'm over here just BSing, man, because I don't go out and party like that. That ain't my thing. Sometimes it's okay, but and I'll be honest with you, man. For me personally, doing this type of season, going out late, it ain't a good look, man. It ain't a good look, man. So just be safe out there, Chad. Just want everybody to be safe, man. That's all.
No, for sure. Hey, AOJ, let me address something real quick before you boogie.
Ooh, okay.
Because you mentioned this. All right, hold on a second. You've mentioned this, and when you were saying it, I didn't have the pair next to me, so I'm just kind of, even when you were saying this on the phone, I think Jay, I'm gonna put this in my video. You are, brother. Hold on a second. Olan, my youth. Olan.
Hold on, man.
Olan. All right, y'all ain't gonna be able to catch this. Maybe. Hold on a second. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on a second. I think Jay's on to something. Let me see if I can do it on this camera. All right, hold up.
Hey, chat, man. We appreciate y'all, man, tuning in, man. Mr. Think is on the road, man, to making his 4,000 watch hours, and this is definitely possible because of you all. So shout out to y'all, man. Much respect, man. Like, for real.
I appreciate y'all, man, 1,000%. I mean, I said this earlier, just the mere fact of y'all tuning in, y'all are helping me. I literally need, Jay, like 220 hours, fam.
Let's go.
I literally need 220 hours. Now, Jay, you mentioned this earlier. Obviously, I'll be able to zoom in. Because I wouldn't be doing a live trying to show this. But right here, you see how on this flap, how it's actually covering. It actually matches. The wings actually match the holes. You see that there?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Right.
Yep.
It matches. You mentioned this earlier. What's happening right here?
Those wings look smaller, bro. They look shorter to me.
The wings are shorter. You can't see it here, but you can see the holes from the front side right here.
See?
The wing is shorter. It is. Yep. It is shorter. It is. When I do my video, I will be able to show exactly what I'm talking about. You can see the holes from the outside of the wing.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, man. I talked about it. I was like, man, the wings look smaller. Like, I was like, yo, this it's throwing me off a little bit. And chat, and listen, chat, let me ask you guys this question too. If you in the chat, because I literally looked at my gray fours, right? So if you got the cool gray fours that dropped, I don't know, that could have been 2019-ish, 28, no, I think it's 2019. If you grab that, because honestly, the materials are like pretty much almost the same, and you will see that it's not a plastic wing, it's the same material as the whole entire upper of the silhouette. And if you look at that four, you'll see like I question, I'm like, man, this wing look a little short, a little small.
Fam, it is. Jay, that is a good catch, bro. Like, if you look at this wing right here, right? Now, I understand because of the material, right? We have more of an opening on the inside where my finger's at.
Yep.
And then look, I got two fingers in here, right?
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, there's one.
Yep. Yeah, man.
I damn that. Look, I got 3.
It's tight. It's tight, y'all.
That is a good catch. Look at how much space we have up in here, and it's actually just smaller, like all the way around now.
Yep. And you know what, Mr.
That's a good catch, bro.
It's going to be very prominent when you try to lace it. Like when you try to lace it, whether you guys want to go inside out or outside in, you'll notice that it's a little tougher to put it in. Not to say it's going to be impossible, but it's like you got to just wiggle it a little bit more for it to fit.
It's because it's shorter.
Correct. And I'm regarding the shoe for the laces, the aglets for the laces.
Because it doesn't line up properly. Like, it's not properly aligned.
Correct.
Like, I see it. Like, it's not properly aligned, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It doesn't match up.
Yep.
And clearly, that's not just your pair.
Mm-mm.
Yo, anybody who got these Black Cats, man, go on and pull your pair out and take a look at these joints.
Yeah.
Go on and take a look at these joints. The aglet there is not lined up to the holes. We have 6 holes on top. We have 9 in the aglet, but there's only 6 for you to lace through.
Mm-hmm.
And it does not line up. The top of that, the holes do not line up, bro.
Nope.
There's no nice way to put it. The holes don't line up. And the crazy part was, I wasn't really trying to, I'll be honest with you, Jay, I wasn't trying to make a video complaining about the shoe. I wasn't really trying to do that.
I started mine off with a complaint.
No, but this is why I like it, right? This is why I like about y'all. All of the content creators, for the people that I follow them, like plenty, the people that I watch, right? There's people that I watch, and it's like, I love the transparency, right? Like, it's one thing to be up here, to be flexing or whatever the case is, right? It's one thing up here trying to sell a shoe. Guys, this is the best thing since sliced bread right here, right? It's whatever, right? But it's another thing to be completely transparent, right? And there's nothing wrong with saying, look, I like this shoe right here. I copped it. I like it. I got it. But there is a design flaw here. You know what I mean? And to be transparent and point that out and give a good, honest, true review. And yeah, so I'm gonna have to address that. Like I am. It's not lined up properly. The wing is shorter, it's smaller, and it's not even properly aligned to the holes. That is
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah, bro. Listen, I gave this black cat. I rated what in my video an 8.5 out of 10.
8.5, yeah.
Um, and to be honest with you, I was gonna go lower than that. But for me, I think what bumped it up just a little bit more is because this the Black Cats is a massive GR. Let's just be honest. But everybody, a lot of people wanted the kick, right? But the paint, if at least my pair is flawless. I don't have any paint issues, like no crazy brush strokes that just look like lines after lines. I really have a solid pair. And for them to create or produce, I should say, to mass produce a kick and they get the paint right is a major plus. Because how many
Right.
silhouettes have we had? And not just Jordan 4s, it's in general where, you see like that paintbrush, just them lines is just all over the place, right? I
Mm-hmm.
mean, it's not like that. I think they did a really solid job with that aspect. And I was like, you know what, man, I gotta give it a little bit higher just for that aspect.
Right. And that is fair. That is fair. I brought this comment up for you, Jay. He said, I was able to hit on a raffle for the Reebok PlayStation 30th anniversary collab shoe. Really nice. I mostly rock Nike Jordan, but was glad to be able to get them. You seen those? What you think?
Hey, the gas station, listen, bro, I really tried to obtain the Reebok PlayStations and
He
your
did.
boy could not get them.
Yep, he did.
Salute to you and congrats to you. And I'll be honest with you, a lot of people be like, yo, Reebok is this, Reebok is that. Let me tell you something. Last year's Reebok Nassau smacked the industry. I put that as a number 10 shoe on the list for 2024. 2025, this Reebok is smacking. I'm talking about the Omni pair that you have. I think what Reebok has done is perfect. They're not overly doing it with collabs. When they do it right. They giving us
Right.
the really good look, the details. Listen, man, Reebok did their thing. Shout out to Shaq, man, for changing the narrative or trying to change the narrative of Reebok. And you got a gem in your hand. That's just my personal opinion, man. So congrats to you, bro.
Yeah, congrats on that. Congrats on that cop right there.
Yep.
Day in the bill. What up, Day? He said swap the laces to green and gold. Yes,
Ooh.
sir.
Yep.
Um, look, you cannot go wrong whenever you're dealing with like solid color kicks, black, white, and grays, which is neutral. You really can't go wrong. However, I rarely get on Facebook anymore. The only time I really get on Facebook is when I'm about to post a video and I log off. But I want to say this is on like one of the Facebook sneaker groups that I'm in. Somebody put up a somebody put white laces in these fam, and people was roasting them. I think he had like almost 1,000 comments on people roasting him. That ain't it, Chief. You know what I mean? So
But what's the difference? What's the difference between a Black Cat 4 and a
I
Reimax 5?
a black metallic, right? But people were just going in. Maybe I think honestly, I think it's just because it's a black cat. That's the only understanding really that that it was to it, because even in my video, Jay, I didn't really the reason why I was thinking just to do something a little bit different, because I didn't really think I would have too much of a review with this shoe if I'm holding this shoe here in front of a camera and I'm saying, all right, guys, now let's take a look at the toe cap. That's black. Let's look at the toe box. That's black. Let's look at the laces. That's black. Let's look at the interior. That's black. Let's look at the aglets. That's black. Let's look at the midsole. Black. Nike on the back. Black. It's like, yeah, okay, we know that it's a black cat. The only white we have is right here, like literally, right? So
Mm-hmm.
so I didn't really think that was gonna be too much of an informative video for me. So I'm like, all right, let me address something different. You know what I mean? Um, but that Jay, that's a good catch, because that aglet on top there, it doesn't even match up. Like, and that's on both sides. That's it doesn't align.
Nope.
Like it doesn't.
Nope. And so and to listen and to listen, I'm just being very transparent, chat, because I talked to Where Your Kicks, and Where Your Kicks, we was all on the phone talking. Mr. Think was on the phone, and I thought about literally taking the kick back. Mr. Think, am I lying? Am I keeping it a bean?
All right, Jay.
He didn't hear me, y'all.
Man.
He didn't hear me. You didn't hear me.
No, I can hear you.
No, I'm saying because like I said, like Lewis was like, "Hey, don't take the kick back just yet." I was like, "Man, like, bro, I thought about it just because of the shape. It was odd to me. I like the kick, but it's just the shape, and it's the wings that's throwing me off. I mean, it's an 8.5 out of 10, but it still throws me off. But the thing is, chat, when you put the shoe on your foot, it doesn't look from the side view. So the real thing is, other people can still see that side view. But again, man, like I said, it's a black cat. Everybody wanted this kick. It surged, and now a lot of people went back after this kick. And honestly, when I talked about this, the wings looking small in the video, I haven't personally heard anybody talking about the same stuff I was, to be honest with you, because I'm out here giving you guys a true review, and I'm not out here trying to sell you guys something per se. And I'm not knocking anybody, but I'm just giving you guys my honest opinion, just my honest take.
No, Jay. For sure, and just to be, for full transparency, yeah, it's not a stab at anybody. This is just pointing out. Stand by, Jay. What I'm going to purposely do, just to kind of show how off this aglet is, I'm going to get a smaller rope lace, and just to put a different color in there, just to kind of. I'll be right back.
Okay, bet. Yeah, I'm gonna hold on a look, man. I'm gonna hold on a little bit. This phone is dying out on me, but yeah, chat, man. Like, listen, man. We love these kicks just as much as you guys love these kicks, and I'm just telling you, man. Like, we spending $200+ on kicks, and I'm just talking about all brands, just not one particular brand. And I just don't think we should be getting design flaws for kicks that's costing X amount of dollars. People, we work our tails off to get what we want, and we should be able to get what we want without any issues, right? It's kind of like, you go buy a car and they say, "Hey, man, we got a factory flaw with your car. Well, bring it back in. We're going to fix it." Well, that ain't the case with sneakers, but hell, they need to go ahead and give us a $20 coupon, $30, $40 coupon off on the next purchase, right? For unlimited time frame. For the inconvenience. Tell me if I'm wrong. Let me know.
Hey, bro. Compensation is always nice.
You know what I'm saying?
And Jay, I'm glad you pointed this out. Like, no lie, bro. I'm glad you pointed this out, because this right here is a prime example. I'm just using this bright green right here just so that we can see the lace, because me just pointing it out on camera isn't doing it. So peep this. I just put this green rope lace in here just so that you can see the difference. Peep this. I mean, this is like, this is obvious now.
There you go. Look at that.
You see how the holes are not? Look
at that. Yeah.
It's obvious right now.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot see any green in that top hole right there. It's not matched up to, and that's on both sides, fam.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
Look at that. I'm holding it against. Look at that. I'm holding it against the lace. That's crazy.
The gas station, A fam, it's all good, man. Appreciate you, Brody. I really, really do, man.
That is crazy.
Plenty Hardaway. My God. Black, y'all. And it's black, y'all.
Man. Blackity black like black, y'all.
You know what I'm saying? Oh my gosh. King, man, what's up, fam? He say smash that like button. Facts, man. Come on, man. Come on, chat. Come
King
on,
in the
chat.
build.
Free content, free sneaker information, man. Show my brother some love, man. Mr. Think I'm Possible, man. Ghost Watchers, at least give my brother a thumbs up, man. He working out here hard. Let's go. You know?
Yeah, man. I'm definitely gonna have to put that comparison in there.
Yeah, man. I mean, the great thing about this black cat is that the lace swap is unlimited, bro. It's so unlimited. It's crazy what you can do with this lace, man, with this shoe right here when it comes to laces. And honestly, the Black Cat 4 is an everyday wearable kick. You can wear it anywhere and every day, man. That's the dope thing.
Because no lie, I can see it already. Dang, man, that was a good catch, bro.
Hey, man, it's all
that's
good.
A good catch.
It's all good, man. It's all good. Right? And y'all know I'm going crazy over those Bugs Bunnies. And then a lot of people want those Mama years. Now on Instagram, there's a photo that shows what the cave stones look like right next to the Mama Year 4s. And to be honest with you, they look like the same doggone shoe, just a little bit of difference when it comes to the color on the back, the mud guard, and then of course, Mr. Thing like to use this term, inside of those guts when it comes to when it comes to the Mama years. And honestly, it's really looking like to me the same shoe, but I know photos does not do everything justice. So I don't know, man. Listen, I got the Mama Year 6, but honestly, I might have to pass on those Mama Year 4s. I might just have to turn my back and say I'm good, bro.
So you're right, Jay. Photos does matter because depending on lighting, you know how for content creation we got lights going all over the place. Yep. And lighting can change the look of it because I've seen photos of the Alma 4s and it looks to be like kind of like a darker brown. It looks close. I don't want to say mocha, but it looks closer to a mocha color versus the cave stones. So I would like to see these shoes in hand, you know, because I do think it's a completely different color, but that's only from pictures that I've seen of the Almas. Clearly I haven't cave stones. So, yeah, let's see. The gas station said I wore my Alma 5s dust today. That's a clean pair. Jay, before you bounce, like I said, this is just for demonstration purposes, just so I can use a different color. You see, I put that green lace in here, all right? I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna take this ring,
and you see perfectly lined up. Yep.
You can see that it's perfectly lined up. You can see the green right on through the holes there. You can see it, bro. It doesn't line up.
No, sir, it does not. It does not.
It is shorter. Look at that.
Yes,
Look
sir.
at that. It's shorter. Oh, man.
Yep. Well, listen, man. Listen, chat. Listen, man. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all, man. Salute to my brother, Mr. Think I'm Possible. He is on his road to closing out his 4K. Let's go ahead and help him get there. Listen, y'all. Like, share, subscribe for real sneaker content. Oh, you know the model.
Thanks for tapping in, my brother. Good old Jay Elevate. All right. I've been on for an hour. I'm still gonna make my Black Cat video. However, I don't need y'all to go anywhere yet. Like you said, I'm on the road to full monetization. I need like 200 and something hours. I'm not gonna acquire that in today's video, but it adds up, right? This is what I'm gonna do. Thanks for tapping in. I'm just taking the shoes out of the boxes. That's all I'm doing right now. I'm just taking the shoes out of the boxes so I can prepare the kicks for my Black Cat video. So y'all stick with me. Y'all kick it with your boy for a sec. I ain't going nowhere, not yet. I need about another 25 minutes to get these shoes out. Let me lower this down a little bit. Y'all kick it with me. I'm gonna mute my mic because I got music playing in the background. I don't want to get copywritten. So I'm gonna mute my mic. Y'all chat it up. Y'all communicate with each other. I'll be back. Appreciate y'all. Good looking out, Jay. Jay said he's still here. Thanks, bro. Lou in the bill. What up, fam? I didn't know you was in there. I'm not even doing like a shoe cleaning. I'm not even doing a shoe cleaning. I just happened to look at had some lint on them joints. So I was like, let me brush them off real quick. I'm just opening up the display. I came downstairs to make my Black Cat video, and I want to use other shoes as a comparison. And it's funny, like even though we know our shoe boxes, because I had everything put away, like over here, I had even behind me, I had everything in boxes. I was trying to find certain shoes, and I'm staring at these boxes, and I'm like, why can't I identify? Like, I don't know. It was weird. It's weird when you're looking at a mountain of boxes. I don't know. It's a difficult way to say it, but I was like, yeah. All right, let me pull the shoes back out. So when I want to use them for my comparisons, I know exactly where to find them, and don't gotta be staring at a box trying to figure out what box it's in. Yo, Rob T, good looks, man. Good looks, fam. I think I did enough now to where at least when I do this Black Cat video, I can find the shoe that I'm trying to compare it to. So good looking out to everybody who stayed with me. You know, this whole time. It means the world to me. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. Yo, Kick, what's good? What's good? In the bill, what's good with you? Appreciate you. Yeah, man, I'm trying to knock out this this Black Cat 4 video. I came downstairs to the spot. And this is kind of embarrassing, right? Because it's like you can look at a box, right? You can look at a box and be like, yeah, this is inside of there, this is inside of there, taxi ones. We know our sneakers, but it's weird because I'm gonna do a couple of comparisons with these Black Cats. Pulling out some other Jordan 4s in particular, and it was weird because I'm like, where are my Bread 4s? Where are my Red Air 4s? Which I know is weird. I know the Red Air 4s have a face on it, but it was so weird when I'm just staring at boxes and I'm like, where are all of these 4s that I want to pull out? So made my life a little bit easier, and I pulled them out of the display again, the box. So it's all right. So now that I got the display looking decent enough in the background, man, I'm a log off so I can start working on this Black Cat video. For anybody new who's tuned in right now, I'm gonna give you a little spoiler. It's really not a big deal, to be honest with you, right? I appreciate the people that tap in and watch the content. You know what I mean? That'd be a whole nother live. Yo, Jay, just a heads up. I learned something new today about YouTube, and I've been researching it, so I'll send that to you. It has something to do with like some MCN, multi-channel networking. And pretty much only thing that is you have YouTubers that will pay to be on the platform with a bigger channel, and they get a percentage of your monetization. You're under contract with them. So anyway, it's almost like if I can explain it in layman's terms, imagine if Jay the Sneaker Guy, just to use an example, DNA, DJ from DNA Show. Imagine if a huge creator, a bigger creator, was to come to you and say, "Hey, I'll collaborate with you and put you on with me, and you pay me a percentage of your monetization because I'm exposing you to." So imagine if that's what this multi-channel networking is called, MCNs. Man, I never heard of this before, but. So I'm climbing down that rabbit hole, but that's in layman's terms, that's all it is. It's a bigger platform that exposes your content to their audience, and you're paying them for it. And if you have a messed up contract, they can take a very high percentage of your monetization and all types of stuff. So I've been reading up on the pros and cons. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna do it. But knowledge is power. So I've been reading up on it. But anyway. I don't want to talk you guys' ear off, man. Y'all done gave me almost 2 hours of your time, which is dope because I need the hours. So let me get up off of here. I'm going to take a little break. I'm going to stuff my face. It's 9 o'clock. So I'm hungry. I'm going to stuff my face, and then I'm going to get back in the lab, start working on this Black Cat video. Shout out to Jay Elevate. Shout out to Jay Elevate, because pay no attention to the rope laces in here. This isn't to show the rope lace. Where's my other? See, I done put everything away. Hold up. I wanted to use the rope laces only because you can see. But Jay Elevate pointed out the fact that in these Black Cat 4s, that the wing is smaller. So I'm gonna put this in the video. I just went with green laces so y'all can see. You can see the green, but you can see how when you look through the aglet there, you cannot see, it doesn't line up. Look at that. You don't see no green. It doesn't line up. When I pull out the Red Airs, take a look there. You can see it lines up. You see green there. So this lines up to that. It's a good observation by Jay. Look how many fingers. I'm gonna put 2 fingers through right here. Look at that. I got 2 fingers. Heck, I can even squeeze 3. Look at that. I got 3 fingers in there. But 2, look at that. I got 2 all the way through. Take a look at these Black Cats. Real life. one finger. This is 2 right here. Look at that. Bro, the wing strap is smaller. Stuff like this is going to be in the video. Q in the bill. What up, Q? I'm about to get up out of here because I really want to make this Black Cat video. All I did was took some shoes out of the box so I can find them a little bit easier. At one point, I had everything all boxed up. I'd be switching back and forth like that, but it was time for me to pull the shoes back out the box. So as I start doing like my comparison videos, I can find the shoe a whole lot easier versus staring at a bunch of boxes trying to figure out what's inside of what. So that's pretty much it. I ain't gonna take it no more of the time, man. I appreciate the 2 hours of your time that you gave me. Good looking out. Let me go eat. I want to stuff my face and I'm gonna get back in the lab. Start working on these kicks, man. There's always love in this end. I appreciate y'all. One love.